One day there were two people, they played games for their lives. They went from different genres, they never tell lies. Profanity is their main goals, they will never die, because after all they are those guys. Oh, the fuck your shit!
Hello, Itchy here again, and welcome back to the 13th episode of the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm campaign for 3rd Age, Total War, Divide and Conquer. This episode, obviously, we'll be heading over to the right to finish off the Shadow of Mirkwood once and for all, because I doubt there'll be very many settlements left. I know I've said this a lot of times that we'll finish them off once and for all, but I think this time we actually will. Yeah, so that should be good. Anyway, as you can see here, I've skipped ahead a few turns to place down some watchtowers to see if we can find any sneaky little shits hanging around the area if they decide to come over this area to attack, so we are warned. Anyway, got that under control, and obviously I moved a general down here to stop bursts of force from rioting, so I got Buffer from Khazad-dûm. Now, speaking of Khazad-dûm, what we'll do is with this army here, is we're going to replace some units and move some of them back to Khazad-dûm and retrain them, etc. So we'll get a new army going, send them over to the Dornaharsh, and then go over to the right to find where the hell these settlements are. And while we're finding those settlements, we'll obviously skip it until we can actually find settlements, otherwise we'll be looking for a very long time, and we might be heading in the wrong direction. Now, obviously, I'll send another general over to Dornaharsh as well if I move my general, Mr. Balin, over here, out of there, so it stops it from rioting, but we'll just figure that after. What I might also do is disband some units, such as ones that are low on unit count, and possibly the Dwarven units, and replace them with better units, but I'm not quite sure yet, we'll just see. But I want to have a fully replenished army, just in case there is a quite large army garrisoned in a settlement, obviously. So, we'll get that done, and I shall be right back. Okay, so it appears that the Easterling army over here, Easterlings of Ruin, have decided to come attack us at Dornaharsh, but luckily I got my newly formed army over here just in time. So obviously we got some units from our last army, but most of our units are over here. We haven't got any ones building in Khazad-dûm anymore, so we've got them all over here. And what we'll do on the next turn is we'll auto-resolve this, because we want to take out the Shadow of Mirkwood. We keep saying it, but we keep getting blockaded by things that come up. So we'll auto-resolve this. We may lose more men than what we would on the battle map, but you get that rarely. So we'll quickly get over to the settlements to the right after we auto-resolve this. So I'll be right back. So it seems they decided to be cheeky little shits and sneak past my big army to try and get to my small army over here, which they think is very funny, but one click and I'm just going to catch up to them anyway, so we'll do that, and then we'll auto-resolve it and figure they're little smart shits. Let's get rid of them. We'll probably lose more than we would on the battle map, as I said, but in the end, you get that. We want to destroy Shadow of Mirkwood. We'll deal with these twats later if that's the faction we should attack after. I'm not quite sure yet. But let's auto-resolve this. Lost 303. Of course, we could have probably lost a lot less men on the battle map. That obviously depends on what strategy, etc. somebody uses. Okay, so we'll execute them. They'll obviously run away, but they've probably got quite a few men remaining. But at least they're off our backs, and now we can focus on the Shadow of Mirkwood. So what we'll do is we'll head over to the right and try and find whatever the hell is remaining of those little shits. Alright, so I'll be right back once we find something up there. And hopefully they don't come, those Easterling people don't come attack us again while we're doing that. Alrighty, it appears that we found a settlement of the Shadow of Mirkwood, and hopefully it's the last settlement as well, so let's see who has the upper hand here, and we'll attack them on the next turn, of course. So I'll be right back after the faction slider, and we'll see what our fate is. Of course, if they outnumber us, we'll have to try our best, but if it's the last settlement, I don't care how many dwarves die. Right, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, so the moment of truth, let's go into the assault and see who has the upper hand here. You know what, they probably do, but you get that. Let's just see anyway. Okay, so I guess it's we're almost halfway each, so they slightly have a bigger upper hand, or obviously in men as well, but the balance of power is almost even, so hopefully we can do this. So we'll just try our best. We have 1,690 men, it's 362. So let's see what we can do on the battle map, and obviously by this symbol, I think it means, yes, this army cannot flee from the battle. If it loses, all units will be destroyed, so no one can flee, even though it's in a settlement anyway. They usually can't flee, and usually they destroy more. Let's do this, shall we? Okay, so this time we have two catapults going from two different sides. So I've got one at the main gate over here with an army, and of course one on the left gate here with another army. So what we'll do is we'll start shooting at the gates here once we start the battle. I'll obviously skip it because it takes a little while before they can take down the gates. What I also do is might take down the walls as well, so we can fit more than a couple in at once. So we'll do that, start the battle, start shooting at these guys. So we might start shooting at the wall because And you shoot down the wall first, and then take out the gate. But these ones over here, I just double click so it goes faster, a little bit faster anyway. We'll start attacking this gate here, shall we? Ah! I just missed it. We took out the general because he decided to run out of the gates with the catapults, of course. So we took out the main general there, and got some remaining. Got to retreat our catapults on because, unfortunately, they're getting attacked by him as well. But at least we killed the main enemy there, the main general. He's down and out. He got burned to death by fire. Deeping water inside, so we'll attack these fellas right here. Get them in there too. And then, of course, over here, get back to this. Continue to attack their walls here. That should be right. It should be done momentarily. Almost destroyed there. And we'll get our other units in there to help out. Hopefully we have the upper hand here. Not sure what the hell they're doing. Well, anyway, get that. Okay, so we'll start moving units in now. Unfortunately, I didn't get to break that wall properly there. So they have to squeeze their way through the gates. Unless that wall comes down soon. And they took out some units as well, so it's quite good. Right, we're going to have to get some axemen in here to help out with the deeping wards. The axemen are quite strong, really. Alright, back over here. Almost taking out the other side of the wall here. What we'll do is we'll start moving up on the right-hand side, so our catapult doesn't hit our little dwarvies. We'll get them inside, shall we? Keep overdoing that camera there. Alright, move our other fellas out now, because we've got some people on the wall, which look like they're retreating, actually, so we won't have to worry about them. But we do need to get inside, so we need to hurry up. Might try and get these guys through the left-hand side wall here. They should be destroyed in one more hit. The catapults decide to shoot. Come on, Mr. Catapult, shoot already. I want to get inside. Ah, he missed, you little shit. And finally, the other catapult has taken down that wall, but it doesn't matter now because we pretty much already got our units in. That guy's taken down that wall as well. Pretty much breaking up the settlement here. For no bloody reason at all. Let's get our other units in here now. These guys can come back now because they're just going to chase them into the middle and probably get destroyed. So let's focus on them. They can go on there as well. And foreign axemen get back there. Not sure where these guys are going. Maybe they can help out with this battle, but we'd be better off fighting out here. Doesn't really matter either way because we're going to end up going in the middle in the end. And then on there. These guys are here. Should be right on this side here, I think. Actually, they might need help, so these fellas here go in the middle. Now we can throw over the top here. We've got foreign axemen shooting right forward. They should be able to shoot from there. Perfectly fine. We'll pelt them. Eventually, those guys are going to need help from the other side. Well, I overshot that camera shot there. Okay, so they're pushing up through the middle now. Awesome. We may lose a lot of dwarves, but as I said, as long as if this is the last settlement, as long as we get it, I'm happy. I don't care how many dwarves die. We'll just replenish. But if this is the last settlement, that's the end of Shadow of Mirkwood, and I'm happy about that. That's a good goal. Get rid of these fellas, so we'll get half of them. So Iron Guards, Foreign Axemen can continue through here. We'll get some of these Iron Guards on the Mirkwood Uruk Archers. I'm not sure why they're going into the battle. Looks like they're probably out of ammo or something like that. Well, at least we're pelting these guys as well, so we have the upper hand on this side. All we do is speed it up because I'm not sure how long this battle's been going for. I think it's been going for quite a while trying to actually catapult through the walls there. I might actually skip it, but I'm not sure. We'll just see in the end, shall we? Gotta remember, it's 3 AM in the morning. I can't keep track of time or anything. Okay, so push up there. We go. Attack them. And not sure why these other units are stopped, but they need to get the hell up there to attack. Foreign axemen are making their way up there too, so let's get back to this battle up here, see how we're doing. Push that button there. We should be alright. Slowly pushing up. Made a little sickle shape or a Pac-Man shape here, as you can see. Let's have a look at this mighty battle. Get closer up. All these bloody orcs. Going down, so much blood. Yeah, we should have the upper hand here. It's utter chaos. Though, should be able to win this. But I think we will be... the losses will be in the hundreds, definitely, on this battle. Oh, it should be alright to push up now. Let's get the whole bunch to push up, charge towards the middle. We need to quickly get to those ballistas after this side's done here. What we'll do is we'll rush our other men through up there, but their cavalry might come and attack us from behind. But the main thing is get rid of the ballistas because they do quite a lot of damage as they're about to shoot here. And they'll probably take out their own men as well, but they do a lot of damage if they do hit us. Okay, so let's look at this. Jesus! Okay, they hit our own men. We need to hurry up. push up towards the middle. I did click the button to push up, but they're not following orders, obviously, because they're only a big group. They can't really fit through there. There we go, now they're pushing up. Follow orders. You're obedient. Disobedient. Little shits. Alright. Here we have it. It ain't easy being cheesy. So those guys are getting attacked first, so we can't exactly get the ballistas out the back there. So we need to hurry up and push through, and here comes the cavalry. Do we have axemen? Any axemen in here? Yes, we have some there. We have some at the front. We need to attack the cavalry units with their long arms axes, don't we? Iron Guard should be alright on those fellas there, but we need to get some... need to get some long axemen on these cav units there, too. Wiped out quite a lot of them, and the balance of power has moved up onto my side, so... At the moment, I have the upper hand. Alright, so where's me general? Where's me general over here? Use my iron fist power. I don't really use that, usually. But he's all the way out the back, so I don't think it comes into effect at all, to be honest. But, we have some quite strong units at the front here, so we should be alright. We don't have weak ones at the front, and the deeping walls are doing alright on this side as well. They can eventually push through and get the ballistas too at the back. You know what? I think throwing axemen may be good against the ballistas because they're not really armed. They only really have the siege equipment. They're pretty much naked. Look at them. They've only got underwear. Somehow that guy got set on fire. Must have got hit by his own ballista. Yeah, but we'll do that. We'll get our throwing axemen since they have no ammo to go around the back and take out the ballista units, shall we? No idea where the stalkers came from. They came from somewhere. But at least we have our general at the back. That's a good thing. I have no idea where the hell they came from, to be honest. See if we can hit them. Hopefully we don't overshoot it with our catapult, because otherwise we might lose our general. We might lose Balin, and we don't want that to happen. We need Balin until the end. He must survive forever. Okay, so how are we doing with our deeping walls here? Alright, should be alright there. I'm too skeptical about the catapults here. I'm not going to bother. They're going to hold their position. I don't want them to hit my general, to be honest, so I'm a little bit scared about that. I am very worried. This little ballista unit has taken out so many of my men, and they will pay. Their naked little selves will pay for what they have done. Dear God. Look at them all just wiping out my little dwarves. No! Poor little dwarvies. Don't like to see my dwarves die like this. Let's see what we can do here. Get rid of these little shits. Now they won't fire at us. We can get in there very quickly. Alright, here we go. Now there's no more ballistae. We can attack them. They won't be on their ballistae for a very long time. So now we can focus back on this battle. Suffer from our losses, of course. Quite distraught about that. But we should be able to break through here and finish these orcs. Little shits they are. Right, we should have the upper hand with axemen, because these guys are pretty much naked and all they got is punching and kicking. If my axemen die, that means that just shows how weak they are, which I highly doubt they will die. We got here Dolgador pikes. They're shaking. They're a little bit skeptical about the battle. They are. Eventually we can push these into a big old pancake. But you can see the number of losses. If you look back and forth here, at all the orcs and dwarves, obviously they suffered more. But we're going to have to replenish our army again, in the end. And this probably will be our hardest loss, or one of our hardest losses. We only lost a battle once, but that was a complete loss, not a win, and a great loss of units. This one might be a win, but it's probably going to be a close victory. So it's a bit unfortunate, but we're going to eventually run into them. Of course, can't completely go decisive on every single battle. Well, we'll just try. We'll just see what happens in the end with the results, shall we? I reckon it's up in the high hundreds, or at least 1,000 or more. I don't know. I'm not gonna bother counting the things, but we lost a whole unit. Not sure what it was. May have to disband some units as well, because we've got some on 2. Of course, they'll probably end up dying. We've got some 18 and 19s as well. So we're gonna have to disband them. Reform a whole new army. Remember, this was just an army just to finish off the Shadow of Mirkwood, of course. So our third army may have only lasted at least 2 battles, but at least it was a mighty battle. They can go into the history of the mighty bear. I'm not going to bother attacking the dudes up here, because we'll just lose even more dwarves that were just there to take out the ballistae. So pretty much, axe throwers technically saved our lives. And to be honest, they actually did save our lives, so luckily we had them out of the battle there. But look at all the dwarves that we did lose in the end. The battlefield is quite full of dead bodies here on this day, but at least we can claim victory if this is indeed the last settlement of the Shadow of Mirkwood. I probably have little shits running around in the forest somewhere, but I have a good feeling that this might be the last settlement, since it is quite far away from the Mirkwood forest itself. Let's just see how we do. Get rid of these horsemen here. Obviously got the timing on for the middle of the city too. And take out the pikes, and that should be the end of the battle. Look at all the men. 7-6. Oh god, there's so many men that we've lost. 9-2. My god. Alright. We're going to take the pikes in a second now. And finish this once and for all. Even if we do capture the city first, none of them can escape. They will be destroyed as according to that symbol when we first started this battle, of course.
The battle is very much in our favor.
And again, we did
true and steadfast,
we took out the general quite fast as well, right in the beginning. I only just started recording right in the last second of the scene where the general got wiped out, the general unit himself. There we have it, victory. We have captured the city and lost a shit ton of men. You ready for the hundreds of men? You ready for this? End battle. 640. Right, that's high hundreds. That's the most. Oh, actually no. My second ever episode, I think I lost more because of Balrog. So I reckon this is our second worst loss. But it's a clear victory. Apparently, I thought it was going to be a close victory or something like that. Anyway, at least we got the city, but we lost a lot of little dwarvies. Poor little dwarvies. But anyway, all in all, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this is the end of the Shadow of Mirkwood. It's a bit unfortunate that we had to suffer great losses like that, but as I said, in the end, you lose a lot of dwarves, or whatever units you're playing as, of course. But at least, we got another settlement of the Shadow of Mirkwood. Hopefully it's the last. Victory! What we'll do is we'll just quickly occupy this settlement. And I'll have a look around the forest before we end this episode to see if there is any left. And then we'll decide if there is any Shadow of Mirkwood remaining, so I'll be right back. Ah, my good people, I have some good news for us Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. After that very sufferable battle there, but great victory, we have some very good news. And as you can see, I've opened up the diplomacy page, which can only mean that I've checked what factions have been destroyed after that battle, and of course I just hinted at what the good news is. So what we'll do is we'll scroll down this thing very slowly. As you will see, there are some factions missing. And those factions, of course, are the Shadow of Mirkwood and the Remnants of Angmar. They've finally been defeated. The Remnants of Angmar have probably been defeated by the Valesmen, so that's good. Like the Valesmen. Good work, Valesmen. And of course, now that the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm have completely wiped out the Shadow of Mirkwood, by the looks of it, just by themselves as well, we have completed the main part of the campaign for the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm, except for the region part, of course. But we have defeated the Orcs of the Misty Mountains, the Remnants of Angmar, and the Shadow of Mirkwood. So that's the main thing. But now, to continue this campaign, I'm going to need your guys' help. I need you to comment in the comment section, of course. It'll be greatly appreciated of who I should attack next in this campaign. And then we'll be continuing that on in episode 14 of the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. It's a bit of a pity that we lost all those dwarves, but in the end, great victory. We've done what we wanted to do. And finally, we have defeated the Shadow of Mirkwood. Okay, so I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to comment, please. I'm pretty tired now because it's 20 to 4 in the morning. Why the fuck am I still recording? I'll see you guys next time.